Hello everyone and welcome to this week's reviews. Warner's new animation group got off to an excellent start with The Lego Movie, and now Neighbors director Nicholas Stoller and Pixar veteran Doug Sweetland bring forth their vision of the baby-delivering stork legend in Storks. Let's take a look.
Excuse me, Orphan Tulip?
Junior? You're talking to me?
Yes, Orphan Tulip?
No, it's just that you never talk to me.
Well, yeah, that's changing starting today, Orphan Tulip.
Oh, Tulip is just fine. Orphan hurts my heart. But I have so many questions to ask you.
Why don't you come down and we can talk all day?
Okay, I will be down, as will my friends. We are going to fly right down.
What? No, that's a quail, an emu, there's a chicken, they cannot fly.
Yeah, until now.
She's helping us achieve our dreams.
That's right, Doug. You know it.
Storks does not have what one might call a revolutionary plot, and that's actually perfectly fine. Owing to it being produced by Warner Brothers, and wanting to continue the classic Looney Tunes legacy, it feels like the sort of idea Chuck Jones, Tex Avery, Friz Freleng, and the rest of the Termite Terrace crew would have come up with, albeit in a short film. The gags and jokes even feel like something out of that wheelhouse a lot of the time, and they do consistently work. Part of it is the fast-paced animation, farmed out to Sony Imageworks. Yes, the Hotel Transylvania folks. Characters are constantly moving at a hilarious pace, and so many of the funniest parts here are physical bits. However, the characters are also instantly endearing. Junior could have been an overbearing character, but the animators and Andy Samberg's vocal performance make it work. The Wolfpack, led by Key and Peele, is also ridiculously funny, and some of the non-sequitur gags with a pigeon are random in the best possible way. My favorite character, though, is Tulip, who is delightfully quirky and wonderfully voiced by Katie Crown. I also like the world building and how the filmmakers show how the storks went from delivering babies to packages. Through it all is a touching message about family that does not feel hammered in, and the film even includes a nice nod to the different types of parents that exist out there. The story as a whole does feel a lot like Monsters, Inc. at times, but that's a minor complaint. Overall, this was a frequently funny animated film that mostly seeks to make the audience laugh, and it manages to do it in a way that's not aggravating or relying on the easiest jokes. Next up is The Magnificent Seven, a remake of the classic 1960 Western, which itself was a remake of a classic samurai film.
Ready? I mean, good. Your shooting is good. Do it again. Sight the lowest part of the V, cheek resting against the stomach.
I had a father, thank you.
I didn't. Ooh, God. Dang it, I'm good. 6 pounds of pressure, that's all that's required to kill a man.
I know there's a stigma against remakes nowadays, but it really isn't that hard to find really good ones out there. However, The Magnificent Seven is an example of the sort of remake I'm not fond of. The kind that rather than takes the material in an interesting new direction, does little different, and it just feels like I'm watching leftovers. It's the exact same story in the same setting, and mainly relies on the strength of its actors. The characters are fairly one-dimensional, with only certain quirks to define them, but folks like Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, and an incredibly charming Chris Pratt give solid performances. I also liked Haley Bennett as the widow who recruits Washington and the other 6 cowboys to help save the town. The villain is weak, and I never found he had much of a threatening presence. Now, this is going to sound like a strange criticism for a Western, but I thought there was too much gunplay. It's actually a lot more interesting in Westerns when guns only come out when absolutely necessary. That's something John Ford was very good at. In this film, the action scenes get tiresome very quickly, as it's just constant bang, 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 with little variation. It's just stuntmen being shot over and over and over again. Visually, there's certainly an old-school feel, the IMAX serving as the modern equivalent of CinemaScope. And when the classic Elmer Bernstein theme kicks in at the end credits, it's difficult not to smile. I just wish the preceding 2 hours were as enthralling. Thank you for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.